How many titles Carlo Ancelotti won with Napoli? 0. With Everton? Again 0. But in 2021, after joining Real Madrid, Carlo Ancelotti won 3 titles, including La Liga and the most important one, Champions League. Today, we'll discuss how Carlo Ancelotti redeemed his career with Real Madrid.
But now you're a record holder. This is your 5th. Fantastic.
I am a record man.
On 28 September 2017, Ancelotti was dismissed as manager of Bayern Munich following a 3-0 away loss to PSG in the club's second group match of the 2017-18 Champions League the night before. Reports surfaced that Ancelotti had lost the dressing room. It was reported that 5 senior players wanted Ancelotti out as a manager, which Bayern's president later confirmed. On 23 May 2018, Ancelotti was appointed as coach of Napoli, signing a 3-year contract replacing Sarri in the role. However, on 10 December 2019, Ancelotti was dismissed despite a 4-0 home win against Genk in their final 2019-20 UEFA Champions League match of the group stage. On 21st December 2019, Ancelotti was appointed as the manager of Everton on a 4.5-year deal, but things weren't going smoothly as expected. On 1st June 2021, Ancelotti resigned from his position at Everton to rejoin Real Madrid after Zidane resigned as a manager, signing a contract until 2024. Later, Ancelotti confirmed that Real Madrid president Florentino Perez called him and he immediately said yes to the job. From Napoli to Everton, from Everton to one of the best clubs in history, Ancelotti knew he was up for a new challenge. In fact, not only Carlo Ancelotti won the Los Blancos' 35th La Liga title, he won the 14th Champions League title for the Los Blancos, and he became the first manager ever to win 4 Champions League titles. Although Carlo Ancelotti offered one of the best seasons for Real Madrid in a while by winning both La Liga and Champions League, it wasn't easy as it seems. There were lots of criticism of his play style. Fans were divided in social media. On 15 February 2022, Real Madrid lost to PSG by 1 goal. Although the scoreline seems pretty small, fans erupted in social media, throwing lots of criticism of Carlo Ancelotti's approach for the game. That includes me.
It's not the conceding goal that I'm really pissed off or not satisfied with the performance. Is the way we play today. Is it how Real Madrid should play?
No.
Not only fans, Real Madrid president Florentino Perez had immediate meeting with Carlo Ancelotti. Real Madrid needs to play better football. Carlo Ancelotti admitted his mistakes on the game plan and promised to improve on. But things got worse. On 20 March 2022, Barcelona thrashed Real Madrid by 4 goals at Los Blancos home. This defeat hit Real Madrid fans hard, not because of 4 goals, but also because of this time Real Madrid was the leader in the points table by a good margin. For many, this defeat was just unacceptable. Social media went crazy, criticizing Carlo Ancelotti's approach.
You have to start to play. They never started to play. So me asking them to keep playing, well, it's nonsense because they never were part of this game. There was only one team on the field, and it was from the very beginning. It was so surprising to see Real Madrid so stretched, so disconnected, desperate defending, so many turnovers coming out of the midfield, players with so much experience looking lost. You know what team they reminded me of? PSG. Wow. The last 30 minutes of PSG, that's what we saw for nearly 90 minutes from Real Madrid.
Many were calling #Carlo out, #Ancelotti out, #Ancelotti ban.
I don't think a lot will be said. I don't think a lot needs to be said. You'd be embarrassed if it was you personally involved in that performance. So you wouldn't need to be told how bad it was. You would know yourself, and you would be almost scared to go out and see people. You'd be scared to go to the shops because people will be looking down on you because of that performance.
Later in the press conference, Courtois said, "Our coach told us something that we did not understand at the break." And later, Carlo Ancelotti admitted his game plan mistakes. Carlo Ancelotti realized Real Madrid youngsters Valverde and Camavinga have to play more often if Real Madrid wants to beat high-pressing team. What was the core play style of this Real Madrid team in 2022?
Whenever you speak to, and I spoke to sort of Frank Lampard and John Terry when he was at Chelsea, they loved him, not as he's a great tactician. He was like Mourinho. They loved him as a guy. And every club he's sort of been at, I just think he suits having the big stars. They like a manager.
Exactly.
Wherever he has gone, Ancelotti has shown an impressive ability to adapt. At Milan, he used 4-4-2 with a diamond midfield. At PSG, he largely used a 4-3-3. In his first spell at Real Madrid, he used a 4-2-3-1 that converted into a 4-4-2. Then at Napoli, having inherited a high-quality team that played in a fluid possession-based 4-3-3, under Sarri, Ancelotti reorganized them into an attacking 4-4-2. He then used a similar system at Everton. Since his return to Real Madrid, Ancelotti has favored an in-possession 4-3-3, with the aim of getting the most out of Vinicius' dribbling ability. Vinicius Jr. has become particularly influential when cutting in off the left to both create goal-scoring opportunities and shoot at goal. On the right, it has tended to Marco Asensio, cutting infield onto his stronger left foot, although the right-footed Rodrigo has also played there too. But in big games, Valverde was preferred on the right side of the attack. In his play style, both fullbacks are free to push forwards at the same time, though they do so in different ways. Benzema rotates out of position constantly and often moves to the left flank to swap positions with Vinicius and Mendy, and also to create overloads on the side. Carlo Ancelotti's core midfield was Casemiro in the middle, Kroos in the left, and Modric in the right. When it comes to management, Carlo Ancelotti had different style than other coaches.
And in the end of the game, you are going to be here. It's not after the game, it's during the game.
Carlo Ancelotti lets his players to dictate the match rather than forcing them playing a set play style.
He's a brilliant manager. He doesn't have very complex tactics. But it's because once I spoke to him when they played in Istanbul against Galatasaray, and I was at the game and I came to hotel. He told me, I had tactics at Milan, at Chelsea, but when I came to Real Madrid, those players are the best players in the world. So I give them frames. Of course, he gives them frames, but not too much.
Unlike many other coaches,
the ball to find that. You pass the ball because they jump. And when they jump, the space is there. They don't jump, he's alone. Turn, go, commit. They don't commit.
Despite Carlo Ancelotti is known as a man manager, his tactical changes were crucial for Los Blancos' multiple comebacks in the Champions League campaign. Let's discuss 5 tactical changes that surprised many and brought out the success in Champions League. In the match against PSG second leg, Real Madrid was trailing by 2 goals at home. Carlo Ancelotti infused some youth energy at midfield by replacing Kroos with Camavinga. Also, Rodrigo replaced Asensio, who was totally ineffective. Camavinga and Valverde at midfield gave Modric much more freedom to dictate the game. In fact, these tactical changes changed the whole gameplay, which ultimately led to Real Madrid win by 3-1. Against Chelsea, Real Madrid were outplayed by Chelsea at home. The aggregate scoreline was 3-3. Ancelotti replaced Kroos with Camavinga, but Chelsea scored again. Carlo Ancelotti had to make drastic changes. He replaced Casemiro for Rodrigo. He changed the midfield to Valverde and Camavinga double pivot, while Modric in front of them. Another important tactical change in this match was playing Carvajal as a centre-back in place of Nacho. Nacho was poor, particularly in this match. Besides, he got a knock. Carlos set up his backline to Vasquez as right back, Carvajal and Alaba as centre back, and Marcelo as left back. These changes, along with midfield change, gave Real Madrid huge energy boost, both in pace and speed. Out of all the changes Carlo made, this was the most shocking to me, and it worked. Again, it shows that Carlo is more than a man manager. On 4 May, Real Madrid was trailing by 2 at home against Man City. After Man City scored the opening goal, Carlo replaced Modric for Camavinga, Casemiro for Asensio. Earlier, before the goal, he replaced Kroos for Rodrigo. For the first time, the KCM was replaced for a faster attack. Once again, Carlo trusted his youngster for the comeback. Carlo set up Valverde and Camavinga as double pivot. As a result of intense Real Madrid pressure, Man City choked and lost the match by 5-6 aggregate. Carlo Ancelotti's change gave the Real Madrid team a new momentum. Another tactical setup by Carlo Ancelotti was noticed in the Champions League final against Liverpool. Liverpool was known for high pressing and offside traps, while using their fullback very often for chance creations. To nullify Liverpool's chance creations, Ancelotti played Valverde all the way back to form a back five, defending on the outside of the right back. The central midfield three then often flattened, with Vinicius and Benzema left up front as a threat on the counter-attacking from a 5-3-2 block. Despite Liverpool had many shots, most of the shots were not as dangerous. In fact, this tactical game plan was one of the best by Carlo Ancelotti.